A woman is sitting across from a man, and without saying a single word about her feelings directly, she's communicating everything. Not through speech, not through messages, not even through deliberate eye contact, but through subtle movements of her body. The surprising part, the man often has no clue. To him, it feels like an ordinary conversation. He assumes she's just being polite or friendly. Then later, when the opportunity is gone, he's left wondering, what did I miss? If that situation sounds familiar, stay with me. By the time you finish this, you'll start recognizing attraction before it fades away, and you'll understand when a woman isn't just casually interested but genuinely open to something deeper. This isn't about manipulation or tricks. It's about awareness, because the body communicates long before words ever do. Here's the truth. Most men don't lose opportunities because they say something wrong. They lose them because they fail to notice what's already unfolding in front of them. Female psychology doesn't announce itself loudly. It operates quietly, subtly, often without conscious intention. Studies on human behavior suggest that women frequently express romantic or intimate interest through body language well before they verbalize it. In fact, some research indicates women may give off more than 10 subtle cues before the average man even begins to notice. Let me be clear. These signals aren't calculated moves or rehearsed strategies. They're not games. They're natural, biological responses that appear when attraction, and sometimes deeper desire, starts to build. So today, you're going to learn about 4 areas of the body that women naturally reveal, emphasize, or position when they're drawn to you, when that emotional doorway is opening more than you might realize. And trust me, the final one will completely change how you interpret interactions. But first, understand this. The human body is incredibly bad at deception. Words can be controlled. Smiles can be faked. But the body almost always reveals the truth. And that's why paying attention matters. Let's begin with the first area, the neck. This is something many men completely overlook, not just noticing it, but understanding how it's presented. When a woman gently tilts her head while listening to you, shifts her hair to one side, or exposes part of her neck and leaves it visible, that's not random behavior. The neck protects critical arteries and airways. From an evolutionary standpoint, exposing it signals a sense of safety. Her body is essentially communicating, I feel comfortable here. And comfort is always the foundation before attraction can grow. It goes even deeper. As attraction increases, women often touch their neck unconsciously, lightly brushing it, adjusting jewelry, or resting their fingers there a moment longer than necessary. This area can also carry subtle scent signals, so her body may instinctively draw attention to it as a way of signaling closeness. What most men fail to recognize is simple. If she's exposing her neck while remaining close without pulling away or creating distance, that's a positive sign. Now, the second area is even more revealing because it reflects both emotional openness and physical ease at the same time. The inner wrists. This one is subtle, almost invisible unless you're paying attention. But once you notice it, you'll never miss it again. When a woman feels relaxed and open around you, her gestures begin to shift. Her palms face upward while she talks. She may rest her chin on her hand, leaving her wrist exposed. Her arms remain open rather than crossed or guarded. Why does this matter? Because the wrists are vulnerable pulse points. When people feel defensive or uneasy, they instinctively hide them. Attraction does the opposite. When her wrists are visible and oriented toward you, her body is signaling that she's not protecting herself. As comfort deepens, these movements become slower, smoother, and more fluid. There's no rush or tension, it's calm, settled energy. And that's exactly the environment where intimacy begins to develop. Maybe you've noticed a woman gently playing with a bracelet, adjusting her sleeve, or lightly touching her watch while talking to you. That's not random movement. It often reflects a growing level of comfort and awareness in the moment. On its own, this signal shows openness. When combined with the next one, it starts to indicate genuine interest. And when all of them appear together, the dynamic shifts entirely. Now let's talk about the third area, the legs and feet. This is where many people misunderstand things. It's not about appearance or clothing, it's about direction. Feet and legs are among the most honest parts of the body because people rarely think to control them. If her feet are pointing toward you during a conversation, if her knees angle in your direction, or if she adjusts her position so her lower body aligns with yours, that's a clear sign of attention. But there's more happening beneath the surface. As attraction builds, the nervous system releases energy, and the body looks for ways to express it. You might notice small, subtle movements shifting weight, crossing and uncrossing legs slowly, or a gentle bounce of the foot. Not anxious energy, but alive energy. It's as if her body is quietly signaling, something here matters. That doesn't mean anything extreme or immediate, it simply means she's mentally and physically engaged. Here's a truth many men overlook. When a woman isn't interested, her legs often point away toward exits or distractions. Her body starts to disengage before her words ever do. But when her legs remain oriented toward you, it shows presence. And now we come to the final area, the one that brings everything together. The torso, the center of the body. This is the strongest and most telling signal. When a woman turns her entire torso toward you, shoulders, chest, and stomach aligned, it's a powerful subconscious message. From a survival perspective, this position exposes vital organs. It requires trust. When people feel uncertain, they angle their bodies away. Attraction does the opposite, it draws them in. She may lean slightly forward, adjust her clothing, rest her hand near her waist, or subtly highlight the center of her body. These aren't random gestures. They reflect both emotional and physical openness. Now, here's why so many men miss all of this, and this part might hit a little close to home. Most men aren't truly present during interactions. They're physically there, but mentally somewhere else. They're replaying past mistakes, overthinking what to say next, questioning whether they sound confident enough, or worrying about saying the wrong thing. Their attention turns inward. Instead of observing her, they're monitoring themselves. So while her body is quietly expressing comfort, curiosity, and openness, he's caught in his own thoughts like he's arguing a case in his head. By the time he finally relaxes, the moment has already slipped away. But when you understand these signals, when you notice the exposed neck, the open wrists, the aligned legs, and the fully turned torso, you start to see the bigger picture. Her body is communicating something clear. I feel safe. I'm engaged. I'm open. Not forced, not rushed, just open. And openness is where real connection begins.